Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin, and we're back with Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 238, Rotom. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? And this episode's topic is by me. It is about Arc Survival Evolved, so if you don't really care about hearing about it all that much, it won't take that long. If anything, may go all the way up to the 4-minute mark, but I doubt it. So if you don't want to hear it, then pretty much just skip to that point. But if you do, you can keep listening. But for those who don't, I will give you a chance to mute right now. Alright, had your chance. So anyway, like I said, this topic is by me. And it is, what are the skills you prioritize to increase on your character in Arc Survival Evolved? So for me, I think the only skill that I'm pretty sure I put this as like what Engrams you want as well. So I guess I can do that if I can remember all of them. So pretty much, I'll start with just the normal stats. So I mainly just go for melee damage. That's just the only one that I do, just so it's easier to be able to use, just stack up damage, but to also be able to knock out the tames that I want with my wooden club mainly, to make it easier each time. So yeah, that's pretty much the stat wise. But when it comes to Engrams, then I'll start from the earliest that I can remember all the way to like the latest. So I make sure to have a stone pickaxe, stone hatchet, campfire, spear, wooden club, bow and arrow. I don't think it's a bow and arrow. I think it's bow and then you have to unlock arrow as well, I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah. And then all of the thatch building material, then all of the wooden building material, and then all the way up just to the stone building material, because I think that's like the best for me, just because like I said in previous episodes with these topics of Arc Survival Evolved, I just stick with the old-fashioned stuff. So yeah, stone is like the best for me when it comes to that. And oh yeah, speaking of building, make sure to have spikes too, to protect like my area. Well, they're not like, of course, super durable, but if you have a bunch of them and you put them in a surrounding area, it's gonna make it easier to be able to take down stuff. And let's see what else. Definitely. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you need a hide sleeping bag in order to unlock a bed as well, because the bed is very helpful when you want to place them down to teleport to different places of the map where you have them set down and when you slept in them. And then, let's see. I think it's called, yeah, water skin is like the pretty crappy water containment, but you can eventually upgrade it to a water jar, which you require crystals for, and something else, I'm pretty sure. I think hide. Yeah, I'm pretty sure hide. Well, that wouldn't really make sense. I don't know. Whatever it takes to make the water jar, and then also the telescope thing, eyeglass or whatever it's called, to be able to see far away. And then also oh wait, yeah, I'm pretty sure you need the slingshot in order to unlock the wooden club, or maybe you don't, I don't know. Well, if you do, then I'll do that as well. But then also the bola, BOLA, that's mainly for me to capture the pterodactyls, because that's how you can make I think not only flying, but a lot of the weak, not, I wouldn't say weak, but the lower class smaller dinosaurs, to make them like paralyzed and not be able to move for like well, not paralyzed, but like constricted, yeah, it's a better word, and not be able to move, so you can like knock him out and tame him and stuff like that. So that's what I pretty much use to be able to get. Always having one pterodactyl just in case I gotta fly up in the sky to be able to protect myself from like something that's trying to get me, and then I know my turtles can handle it. But yeah, definitely Ebola just for that, because those are very helpful. And what else? Let's see. Because that's like most of them that I go for that I've so far gotten with Engrams. Oh, and of course the turtle saddle as well. I make sure to have at least one of those on my turtles. If I get enough material, maybe even all four, or however many turtles I have, just so I can like ride them whenever I want. For well, like any of them. Let's see, what else? I think that may be it for all the engrams that I've found out about that I'm actually going to use. Yeah, I think so. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for that. That's all the stuff that I prioritize to get and save my points for, because you only get the points, to my knowledge, by leveling up. And if you save up those points, of course, then it's good, but if you just wanted to like unlock everything, then I think it's possible. I feel like it's like limited to each character. Like you can play with someone and you can like have them have those certain engrams, and then you have the other certain ones they don't. So I think that's how that works, where you want to be a completionist or just not have to have such a hard time learning new engrams. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for that topic, I would say. Yeah. Unless I somehow remember out of nowhere another engram that I actually prioritize to get or try to look forward to save up to, then yeah. So yeah. So anyway, I will continue with what I was talking about with last episode, and that is about. Oh yeah, I looked up the whole name raider thing. Yeah, you can find it in Pokemon X and Y. So I will be that plan that I was talking about will become a reality. So that's awesome, because I really want to give those a chance, and it just sucks to miss out on finding shinies in those too. So I'm glad I was able to work that whole thing out. So yeah. So now on to what I was talking about last episode, which was what was I talking about? Because I don't want to move on to Soul Silver yet with the whole held items on my current team thing yet. I really don't remember. Oh, that's right. Yeah. The Pokemon Y, the whole experience thing yesterday, the online thing. So I was talking about how I was showing off to my one acquaintance. Yeah, I guess it's fine to say her name, because you most likely already see her icon in the bottom in acquaintances either way. So I think it's fine to say. So her name is Rochelle, and yeah, I'm sure she was probably pretty impressed with all those shinies. And yeah, so yeah, I think that's all I was wanting to continue to say about that. Just because I was just originally bringing it up because of the whole found another person named Paul, and they almost had pretty much the whole head area design same as mine. So I was like really weird, but it's awesome as well. But yeah. So anyway, now I'll move on to what I am hoping to accomplish today, and what I accomplished yesterday in Pokemon Soul Silver. So I got a lot done in Pokemon Soul Silver yesterday. I made it all the way through the route on the left of Ecruteak City. I was like, what the heck, is that invisible? Because I didn't see the silhouette at first. I was like, really strange, but no, it was just a Rotom lawnmower. But anyway. So anyway, yeah, so pretty much I explored that entire route, and there is still a spot where I can use Rock Climb, but can't get there until a very long while. But I think there's a way I can slip in through there and to get a Pokeball that you don't need to use Rock Climb for. Or maybe there's just like a secret way that I'm just not seeing. I'll make sure to check it. But also today, I just want to remind you that doing bug catching contests today, and hopefully I'll get that Leaf Stone. Because if I win 4 times today and each one is a Sunstone, I am feeling like that you have to win the contest at least once and save it, and then the next times are random on the what you can get on the list. Because there's no way, that has to be like the craziest coincidence if I'm just getting super crazy, well, unlucky for me because I'm looking for the Leaf Stone. But I don't know. Maybe it's just coincidence, or maybe I do. But like I said, if I get 4 wins today, which I hope I do, because it's going to make it harder now, because I actually got rid of Hypnosis on my Noctowl for it to have Fly, because I'd rather have the two flying type moves rather than having 2 psychic type moves, because it has Zen Headbutt now, but it was going to eventually have extra sensory. So yeah. So anyway, I'll just be going in with Crobat, because just in case, the off chance that I find a shiny, I would have a better chance, because I can use Confuse Ray, because that's a permanent move that I'm keeping on my Crobat. And it can like have them damage themselves, of course, and then I can just go for the Sport Pulse. So if that happens, then it's better believe that I'm gonna be using up the bug catching time for that day to capture that thing. So yeah, because that's rarer than a Leaf Stone. So yeah, but anyway, so that's pretty much the plan for today. And of course, also the Friend Safari shiny, like switching off each hour between the two. So yeah. So before I get into what I accomplished, like more into what I accomplished yesterday, I wanted to also remind you all, now finally, the held items that I'm going through normally through the game for my Pokemon Soul Silver. And so I'll start with my starter. Starter, it was Cyndaquil, and I already got the charcoal that you get from the Woodcutter's Apprentice, I'm pretty sure. No, I think the Lumberjack. I think he's either called the Lumberjack or the Woodcutter. I don't know, but he's the one in Azalea Town, pretty much where you get cut from. His master gives it to you after you help him get the 2 Farfetch'd in the woods. But when you go back after you help him and you talk to the kid, then he actually gives you the charcoal, which is very helpful for fire type moves, because it boosts up the power of fire type moves. And of course that'd be great for my good old Typhlosion, because of course I'm gonna have fire moves on him. So anyway, that's the one I have. That's the held item I have on him. And then we go to Noctowl. I have the Twisted Spoon to power up those psychic type moves, because originally I was wanting the Sharp Beak, but I realized that it's going to be better off to have the psychic type boost, because it's not Noctowl is not a psychic type, even though he learns psychic type moves. Anyways, this will be the last one we'll check for the episode. And perfect, it's a Pokemon. But yeah, I have the Twisted Spoon on. Alright, so that'll be that one. So I'll talk more about this next episode, most likely. So anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot, of course, by doing so. Well, if you want to, feel free to. The link is in the description down below. And I'll be seeing y'all later. I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin, and goodbye.